An open-air market in Santa Cruz takes organic food, artisan gourmet produce and conventional fresh fruit and vegetables to the public. When Ian Wallace visited, he found that you can fulfill your weekly shopping for eco-friendly, sustainable and healthy products.
Organic farming, also known as green farming, has taken root across the world. And here in Trinidad and Tobago, there are also a couple of local farmers taking up that call. This is the San Antonio Green Market in Upper Santa Cruz that opened in November 2012. It is a forum for 24 farmers who use safe growing practices, according to founder Vicky Acevero.
It's not that we're against chemicals, but a lot of the synthetic chemicals are toxic to human beings, and we have to be aware of those things and try to educate ourselves about what amount of chemicals we're going to use to produce our food, and whether if we produce in these small circles of farmers and growers, whether we can in fact feed ourselves. That's not perfect, as I say, and it's not totally organic. I'd like to stress that, but we do have growers who are growing to international organic standards.
Each Saturday, this organic market attracts nearly 700 shoppers who can buy free-range eggs and chickens and locally made food from mostly organic farms.
We are not certified organic by the international organization, but I want to believe that most of the farms here are just grown naturally. Most of the cocoa is harvested naturally and grown naturally in Trinidad and Tobago.
This cocoa farmer thinks local ingredients have a superior taste as well.
People here won't get any taste of this traditional chocolate, so I started making it at home and probably just peddling within the community, and it has grown into a commercial product in Trinidad and Tobago as well as outside.
There is a different taste in the flavor. Also, every variety of cane has a different flavor in it, also a different color. So, some people might prefer a color cane juice more like orange juice or so. So I have a certain variety that I try to produce that gives me that high color. So we tend to do handwork within the fields and not any chemicals and spraying and stuff like that.
They find a way to get a niche in a market that people thought was dead. The sugarcane plant is so versatile, you could use it for so many things, and it could be done organically.
The local planting industry uses sugarcane and its bagasse, so farmers do not have to import or look for fertilizing substitutes. But cane farmers need exposure, says this ex-Caroni worker.
They will come with a certain skill set, but now how do we now take it to market? And how do we have that market know that it exists and then keep it doing that? And I suppose this forum here is one that assist with those things.
In fact, the organic farming tends to not only be healthier as it relies less on fertilizers, but it also tends to cut down on the carbon footprint by reducing the amount of fuel needed to import goods from overseas. Indigenous craft is also on display. This artisan prefers to use local wood rather than imported lumber that cuts carbon emissions from fuel used by shipping containers.
I use whatever hardware I could get locally. I do that a lot. When it is finished, I don't put lacquer or stuff, I just oil. Like this dark one here, this is gugu. This is from the gugu palm. Then you have the sip. You have the mahogany. Okay. You have the sip again and the mahogany again.
And your skin can benefit as well from chemical-free products made here.
So many people are developing problems with allergies these days. Over the past 10 years, a lot of products are putting more and more chemicals in them. So I wanted to make something that people won't be allergic to. Also, I like to use more of our natural resources. I grow my own peppermint.
The Green Market in Santa Cruz is doing its part for sustainable and safe farming practices that help the country combat climate change. For the Environment Report, I am Ian Wallace.